And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play.
Down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
3. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This pass is caught by Scott. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
That's his first grab in this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as,
and he will score! Touchdown Buccaneers!
And we've seen this offense play at such a high level all season, Mike. There's no reason to expect anything different here in the playoffs. And now they can continue to let this crowd get into the game, turn the game over to their defense, let them play with a lead at home with the home crowd. And you're feeling really good about how the rest of this game could play out.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ready. Warriors 70.
To Slaw, the man in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Yaya Diaby. He had 2 sacks last week in the wild card round, and he's got another one here. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Bronco 80.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slaw. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and they're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
That's first down. A pickup of 9.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 46, here's second and 1. Mayfield. A throw complete to Scott. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Brett Delpit.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
Flush to his right. He's going to air this one out. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down. Isaac Deslaw was the intended target. It's second down. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike, well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Lions' 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 3.
Point it right. Done.
Baker to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
Good.
1 quarter down in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football as they've got it with first and 10.
Watch out.
Now give on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And, oh, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
And he's going to have the 1st down. Just as the marker, it is 1st and goal.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling him, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
180!
Second down throw from Mayfield. Pushed out to his left. To the pylon, he's pinned. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Bucs move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 19.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Once again, it's Gibbs. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Ready?
3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man complete to Dell. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 60 vices.
They'll throw out of the gun. His throw, left side, towards the slaw. He's got it. They picked up 17 through the air. Good for a Lions first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. The second down throw is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
First and 10. Here's Gibbs. And he broke through the initial contact. Winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Second down, they need 7. He'll look to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. It's Howard. That is hard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa. Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Buccaneers move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Lions 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on first and 10, it's Howard. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Makes it second and 10.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Play close quickly. Here comes third down.
Brings up third and 6.
The Buccaneers forced to use their third and final timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
Okay, ready?
This is 3rd and 6.
10. Bisons.
To throw is Howard. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown Buccaneers. On for the PAT is Aubrey. His kick is good. And the Buccaneers stretch it out. Leading now by the score of 28-3. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Lions. Track. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Back to the air once more on second down. Throw on the run is complete. The Lions all their first time out, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 19 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaw. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The tight end going in motion to the left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Perfectly timed blitz, and he just gets to the quarterback a fraction of a second too late. The ball comes out of his hand kind of funny as a result of the hit, and I'm not even exactly sure if the guy who caught it was his intended target. He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Grant dealt it up to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 2nd down, Howard. This pass is caught by Scott. Whoa! And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Howard. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Howard on 1st down. Aleem McNeil getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Throwing on 3rd down is Howard. Out right, catch made. That's Ibuka. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down. Aubrey's kick is good, and the Buccaneers will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man all alone. That's too small. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big play to kick off this drive. 56 yards.
First and goal, Detroit.
So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. Here's Gibbs. A short kick down to the 7. Second and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
This one caught at the 4. And he'll take this one in. Takedown. Touchdown, Lions. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out.
31. Lions 12.
Maybe they're starting to count how many possessions do I have left. They're going to try to get another one with an onside kick here.
It's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the third quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Howard to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to run it. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. They'll throw on first down with Howard. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. Throwing is Howard. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be third down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
To the ground, a first down run. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Makes it third and 1.
Ready.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. Still going. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not...
That's in the end zone and intercepted. He works free, right side. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way. Maybe they're starting to count how many possessions do I have left. They're going to try to get another one with an onside kick here. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, Howard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Howard. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So it's 4th down, punting time. Ethan Evans to do the honor. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's hot downfield by Tesla. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's caught by Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Detroit.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Makes it 3rd and
8. Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
It's first down, and they'll run. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Howard. Rolling right. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
3rd and 10. To the air. Howard. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense.
And he lost the football. The Lions called their first time out, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
It is 3rd and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw is Howard. He's got it inside the 5. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
At the 4-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run.
It's now 4th and goal.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bucs add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. Williams in motion. They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. 2nd and a yard. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
Let's go. 60 by 60.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Lions.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready?
A tight end in motion now. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
One final knee here, and with that, they are off to the NFC title game. So a win here for the Buccaneers. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now 1 step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.